able to allow me to have great seasons that I've had. And I'm excited for another one. It's going to be a fun year, I think.
It feels like the last 2 years, and maybe this is just me, but the last 2 years, it feels like so many of the catches you've made have been in big moments in games. Is that just been coincidence, or does it speak to the coach's faith in you in big moments or anything like that? I know the Big Ten championship against Ohio State was one of the times, but what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I think that's a better question for the coaches, I guess. But as far as me, I definitely think it shows they have confidence in me. Especially in that Ohio State game, I dropped a pass on the previous possession, and we had to settle for a field goal. It was on third down too. So they called my number in a critical spot, and I didn't come through. And I was super thankful they gave me another chance later on, and it worked out well. So I definitely think the coaches have big confidence in me. And I mean, shoot, you saw that in the Cotton Bowl. I think with 30 seconds left, they threw it to me, and on that final drive, I think I got targeted 3 or 4 times. So they definitely have confidence in me just from going off of those experiences. I definitely think going forward this year, I'm excited. I think those same things will come this year. And so for me, that's exciting. For Jamal, that's exciting. For Paul Lang, that's exciting. Whoever's in the system for that play, it's going to be fun. And I think the more we've proved, the more hopefully they'll use it. So that's what Coach Bowles always says is just, we got to prove that we can make those plays, and then they'll keep calling our numbers. So I can't control how many times he throws to me. I can't control how many times the coaches call my number, but I can control every time they do call it, making them be thankful that they called it. So
Absolutely. Now, I've talked to a couple guys so far, and the answer to what game are you most looking forward to is basically the next game. The next game's the biggest game. But is there any games that you're really excited about this year as far as just getting out and maybe settling a score or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely most excited for the first game we'll be playing on a Friday night in Kalamazoo. And I think that's kind of how our mantra is around here. As you said, you've talked to guys, and we focus on the next game. And then once that game happens, we'll focus on the next one. We don't want to look ahead because that's when you'll stub your toe and you'll be looking back like, how do we let that happen type of thing. But I think you also always have those red letter games too. And for us, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows red letter games for us this year would be Oregon, Michigan, Ohio State, all those games. I mean, but every game is an exciting game. Penn State at home will be a fun game. I love playing big-time away games. I think going to the Big House is going to be fun this year. I think, for me personally, going to Ohio State this year, that's going to be fun. Nebraska got a great environment out there. That's going to be really fun to play. And Rutgers, we've never been up there. I'm excited to see blackout, night game, that's going to be another really fun game. So, I mean, you go across our schedule and playing Air Force, that'll be fun. We haven't usually played a school like that, so that'll be cool to get to play some of those guys. And I have a mad respect for all those guys that go to the forces and stuff like that. So it'll be a fun season, I think. And I think we're looking forward to every game, but definitely really excited for the game in Kalamazoo and getting to play the Western Michigan.
Josiah, awesome to talk to you. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Hey, Josiah, the team motto is reach higher. What does that mean to you?
I think it's the third time I've been asked that question. But for me, it's the way I live my life. I mean, I think in life you have to reach higher in everything you do. Whether that's for me in my faith, trying to grow in my faith each and every day, whether that's trying to be a role model to my little brother each and every day, or honor my parents every day. Whether that's in academics, trying to get the best grades I can always get, always trying to reach to get the best grades I can get. As far as football, I mean, I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We want to reach higher. We've been in the top 5 for the last 2 years. What's reaching higher? I mean, that's being in the top 2, being in the top 4, making it to the playoffs this year, as opposed to being right on the outside. Just like 2 years ago, we were number 3, I think, going in the one spot out of making it to the big game. So I think it's pretty self-explanatory, and then for me, making it personal, everything I want to do, I always want to reach higher, and I never want to be satisfied or complacent with my life. So just always striving to be better in everything I do.
You play with Connor Cook, one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. The offensive line's one of the best in the nation. What's it like playing with all that talent?
It's fun. It's exciting.
Easier, right?
It's exciting, yeah. It's fun going down on a double team with Jack Conklin and getting to blow people up. Because I don't got to do too much. He does most of that. I just got to give him a little shoulder here and there. It's fun playing with Connor Cook and just running around and looking over my shoulder. And, it's right there. That was nice. Thanks, buddy. So, I mean, I just love it. I'm excited. I'm super blessed to be here. This opportunity playing at Michigan State with so many great players. I mean, I go down the board, the people I've seen, Le'Veon Bell, Will Golson, and all those guys, Max Bola, Jeremy Langford, I mean, Tony Lippett last year, Keith Monk, all those guys you can say. I mean, they're great players, and it's so exciting to get to watch and watching Trey Waynes play last night. You know, it's exciting to see those guys that I lined up against or lined right next to playing in the NFL, and we're super blessed, and it's been fun.
Speaking of lining up against people, the defensive line is one of the best in the nation. How does it make you better going up against them?
I mean, I think it makes it a lot easier on game day when I'm going up against somebody who's not as good as I see every day in practice. So I think that's one thing, and then just technique. I mean, like Shilique Calhoun's about one of the best DNs in the country, so if I can block him, should be able to block anybody, I guess.